Red Lion Buddha, symbol of compassion and wisdom. The Red Lion Buddha is a famous figure in Buddhist history, mentioned in many legends and documents in scriptures and folklore. Below is detailed information about his biography, practice, and stories. Some related ideas might include: the lion in Buddhism often appears as a symbol of the Buddha, with the lion's roar symbolizing the Dharma resounding throughout the world. The image of the red Buddha may refer to a symbol associated with compassion, wisdom, or aspects of Buddha in Vajrayana or Tantric traditions. In a time of turmoil, when the world was filled with suffering from war, hunger and ignorance, a Buddha appeared with a majestic appearance, his whole body radiating a red halo like the sun at dawn. He was called the Red Lion Buddha, a symbol of mighty strength and boundless compassion. He does not dwell on high mountaintops or in temples, but travels throughout the world, helping sentient beings overcome suffering. His footsteps resound like the roar of a lion, awakening people from the dream of ignorance. It is said that in a small village devastated by natural disasters, the villagers had lost faith in life. They were immersed in fear and hatred. When the Red Lion Buddha appeared, he did not say a word, but only looked at the villagers with compassionate eyes. At that moment, everyone felt as if the fire of compassion was burning away the troubles in their hearts. He recited a verse. As a lion is not afraid of a herd of elephants. Enlightened mind transcends all seas of life. The fire of compassion burns away ego. The golden light of the Dharma shines everywhere. The villagers gradually understood that true strength lies not in force or fear, but in wisdom and compassion. From there, they rose up to rebuild their village in solidarity, spreading kindness and resilience to the surrounding lands. One day, the Buddha was preaching to his disciples. He said that his teachings were like the roar of a lion, resounding, powerful, and indelible. Someone asked, "Venerable Sir, why is the lion's roar compared to the Dharma?" Buddha replied, "When the lion roars, all the beasts of the forest listen. The weak are frightened, but the strong rise up with awareness. The Tathāgata's teachings are like this, enlightening the wise, reminding the ignorant. It dispels the darkness of ignorance and leads beings from suffering." In Buddhism, the lion is a symbol of power, wisdom, and courage. The lion's roar is likened to the Buddha's teachings, which have the ability to dispel the darkness of ignorance. In a legend about a bodhisattva called a red Buddha, he takes the form of a Buddha dressed in red, symbolizing boundless compassion. One day, Hong Fat came to a village devastated by war. The people there were suffering, filled with hatred. Hong Fat did not say a word, just stood in the middle of the village, his eyes shining like the morning sun. The flame of compassion within him burned brightly, spreading to every heart. The former enemies looked at each other and laid down their weapons. The frightened people found peace in their souls. When everyone knelt down, Hong Fat just smiled and said, "Hatred can never be dispelled by hatred, only compassion can resolve it all." The red flame symbolizes transformation, burning away afflictions to bring sentient beings to the shore of enlightenment. It represents compassion and wisdom, as well as the powerful energy to transform afflictions. A story from Zen tells of a famous Zen master who was known as the Lion Heart. He taught his students that everyone has a lion heart within them, brave, steadfast, and at ease. A disciple asked, "Master, how do I know if my mind is a lion or just a timid deer?" The Zen master smiled and replied, "When faced with adversity, you will know. The lion does not run away. Instead, it faces the challenge, using wisdom and strength to overcome it. Listen to the roar deep within you. That is your true nature." Since then, the phrase "lion heart" has become a lesson reminding people never to be afraid of difficulties, because wisdom and compassion are the greatest sources of strength. Within each branch of Buddhism, symbols and images often carry different meanings. In Vajrayana, Tibetan Buddhism, images of Buddhas or Bodhisattvas are often associated with colors, postures, or symbols such as lions to represent wisdom and compassion. For example, the snow lion is a popular symbol of pure enlightenment in Vajrayana. Some Buddhist figures may be interpreted differently across cultures: Chinese, Japanese, Indian, Vietnamese. You can search through local cultural materials. If you have heard a story about the Red Lion Buddha, it probably originated from classical tradition. Look in scriptures such as the Avatamsaka Sutra, Diamond Sutra, or the Mahāyāna Immeasurable Meanings Sutra. Vietnamese or East Asian folktales. Some Buddhist characters may be folklorized and given a mythical color. If the Red Lion Buddha is a local icon, you might consider Buddhist monks or scholars in the area. Local documents, texts or stories recorded locally where you heard the story. Based on the name, it is possible that the Red Lion Buddha is not a historical figure or an official Buddha in any school of Buddhism. However, the image of a lion and the color red may have strong symbolic meanings in the following schools. Vajrayana, Tibetan. This school uses many powerful and symbolic images such as lions to represent the wisdom and bravery of bodhisattvas or Buddhas. Mahāyāna, lion imagery and the color red may appear in bodhisattva symbols, especially Avalokiteshvara in some Mahāyāna traditions, with symbols associated with compassion and wisdom. The phrase Red Lion Buddha may be a combination of symbolic elements in Buddhism. Lions often represent the strength, wisdom, and teachings of the Buddha. For example, Shakyamuni Buddha is depicted as a roaring lion in legends, because he was fearless in spreading his teachings. Pink red in Buddhism can be associated with compassion, generosity, and transformative energy. An example is the image of Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara in her bright red form, a symbol of boundless compassion. The Red Lion Buddha may be more of a symbolic figure than a specific historical figure in Buddhist scriptures. If you find this story in a local culture or in particular legends, it is likely a combination of the image of a lion, wisdom, strength, and the color red, compassion, transformation.